Hello Libra, welcome to your April reading from Angel Wise Love Tarot. As we're going into the Mercury retrograde in April, I've decided to use my MercRetro Oracle deck and look at areas you could be focusing on during the retrograde to hopefully enhance your life and smooth things as you go forward again, the other side of the retrograde, which would be in the middle of May. So I'm going to pull 3 of these oracle cards and then I'm going to clarify with a Rider-Waite so you can look at some focus areas for you. So we have for Libra, redo. What else do we have for Libra, please? Have reassure and reschedule. So these could be 3 different themes, or they could actually link up. So we'll get some clarification from the Rider-Waite and we'll see what this could refer to. So redo for Libra, please. What do we have for redo for Libra? We have redo for Libra. And reassure, reschedule. So redo. We have Wheel of Fortune. Wow, that's very exciting. So, and this could be, I mean, it could be almost any aspect of your life. Perhaps we'll get some clarification, or perhaps this is leaping out to you. I mean, this is the wheel turning, and this is, it's major arcana. It's sort of outside of your control to a degree. I would see it that sometimes you're sort of taking the actions on something that you want to achieve, and there's only so much you can control, and then there's other things that will kind of come into place at the timing's right, and it would be lots of other things that you're perhaps completely unaware of are falling into place to bring this opportunity that's perfect to you in a specific situation. So to redo, and it could be that there's something that you need to go back and rework, or look over and just change slightly, something like that will then enable this wheel to turn to deliver what you're actually looking for. So let's see if we can find out a bit more from reassure. So clarification for this one, Page of Pentacles. So this could be an offer coming in. This is something tangible. This is relating to money. It could be your work life, any form of prosperity, something solid. I mean, it could be that this offer has already come into you, and you perhaps are a little bit unsure about it. And so this might be your time to thoroughly investigate. So that reassurance, that could come from, it could be sort of encouragement from a partner, something like that, or you think, how's this going to affect us? Or sometimes you think, well, I don't know if I can do this. So sometimes that can be reassurance from somebody around you for supportive energy. It could be, you are reassuring somebody else and saying, well, yes, this is right, this is going to work out. It could be something like that. The offers come into you, maybe, but someone's saying, well, it's dependent on this, or there's this offer here, but you need to demonstrate this to me, something like that. Or it could be just, something that you just want to do yourself. It's kind of like, reassuring yourself that this is the right thing, that this is all going to work out, that yes, you deserve it, yes, you can do it, whatever. Let's have a look at reschedule, see if this has any resonance. So we've got the 9 of Swords, and actually, I mean, this then is perhaps linking to this, and I'm thinking about what I was saying. It's about some assurance. I think this is something that's keeping somebody up at night. So I think it could be you, that you are you know, you need that reassurance, but ultimately, I mean, you need to believe it yourself. So if it's coming externally from people around you, you need to reassure yourself. That needs to come from within ultimately. And this could be you having sleepless nights over something. I mean, it could be an offer that's actually, you know, pretty good or has the potential to be pretty good, but it could mean that you are, you know, you have to move a significant distance or to a different country that will take you away from your family. Or it could be that you know, most of your family want to go and one doesn't. You know, it could be a child that doesn't want to leave a school, and so it's stressing you out because you know ultimately that is going to be better for all of you. It's like the greater good, but it's hurting somebody. Or again, it could be back to this, oh my goodness, I've got this fabulous opportunity, and actually I've been working towards this, but now it's come, and the reality is, or there's certain factors perhaps I didn't consider in this situation. And you've got reschedule there, and that could actually be something that addresses this sleeplessness or this stress. It could be that, you know, the timing's not quite right, but you actually, if you look into it, if you reschedule, so if you said, well, you know what, I am going to do it. If I have to leave country, I'm going to wait until this child, who's, you're finding it tough, the thought of going now, has completed this school year, something like that. They, you know, their friends, they're going up a school year, and their friends are going to go to different places anyway, and that will make life easier for them. Or it could be that, you know, this opportunity isn't right just now. Let's look at something else. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job. Obviously, it could be something else, but you know, it's the fact that this is kind of money and prosperity oriented. So, you know, if you think about something else that's going on in your life, it could, I mean, you know, it could be buying a home, something like that. I mean, people, again, I mean, this is something that most of us, if we you know, want to do that, we have to save for a long time to be able to get a deposit to buy a property, and then, you know, sometimes you have that reluctance because even though that's what you've been aiming for and you've got there, and maybe the wheel of fortune has shifted, and now you know that everything's going right in terms of the paperwork and things you need to prove, and then the offers come, or the opportunities come, you've found the perfect house, whatever, and then you're still nervous to go ahead. I think this does happen to people because it is a big commitment. It's, if you're doing it for the first time, you know, it's hard to get your head around. You don't really get all the information, I don't think. You know, if you're applying for a mortgage or something like that, I think you need to do a lot of reading and research, and you just want to know you're doing the right thing because you're committing to something like that. So again, it could be, well, look, yeah, actually we are in a good place. We know there's properties out there. We know that we can afford them because we've done the same, blah, blah, blah. Perhaps we just don't want to make a decision right now. And certainly with Mercury retrograde, for some people, I mean, they do advise a lot of the time that to avoid signing contracts if possible, and obviously that's not always possible, you know. I mean, if as for some people, like, you know, the bank, if you said to them, well, I need to stall for a number of weeks because it's Mercury retrograde, they perhaps won't take you very seriously, and they'll think you know, they might sort of withdraw the offer or will place it somewhere else. So sometimes it is unavoidable, but then it just means you need to really, really read the small print. You really need to understand what you're getting yourself into. So I would say take this time to really, really look at that. Don't rush into anything, but you know, once you've done everything, perhaps reassured yourself, those kind of things. It may even be that you need the redoing is kind of changing the terms of a contract and negotiating the terms of a contract before committing, and I think that's fair enough. But I think just the fact that you've got the Wheel of Fortune in here, I think that's very positive. I think this is probably unnecessary worry or something that's becoming burdensome because it's something, you know, it's like this, you can see this is good, these are good, but it's careful what you wish for, because like I say, sometimes when it's actually there on a plate for you, it can be quite daunting because it's new. And so, you know, don't let your worries, concerns run away with you. It's fair enough you would have them, but let's kind of, you know, look at them if you can, sort of, you know, pros and cons and, you know, reality versus possibilities and that sort of thing, and then move ahead. So I hope that was helpful for you, Libra. Do please let me know if you want to in the comments section. and I look forward to catching up with you again soon. Thank you. Bye.